we both agreed, Sniper, pretty good mid, just not really expecting him to be picked up so early in the draft. Thought he'd be countered, but they just drafted really well around that.
It was the same emotions that I had when I saw Wings first pick draw back then.
Yeah.
You actually first pick this hero? I was like, don't you have to wait and see whether he... Well, so I guess Sniper is gonna... I don't know if he has the same potential.
My bad, guys, my bad. It's okay, it's just a bit.
Everyone messes up. Don't worry about it. Sniper!
1-2 ban on Sniper. Woo! Never thought I'd see the day.
I mean, to be honest, Sniper is a really, really good hero in general, like throughout the game, like in the laning phase, mid game, late game, if you have the right lineup around him.
Finem will be forced into a different strategy this time around. They have the first pick. They'll go open with the Shadow Demon with the Warlock band.
Most of the teams will just pick up Luna because you don't want to give the SD and Luna on the same team. That's what I've been seeing yesterday and today. But EHOME is a very weird team, so maybe they are not gonna do the same thing as everyone else. All those like really weird strats, they give you SD Luna and they pick a Pugna, so they life drain and they clear all the illusions.
Yeah. EHOME would be...
they are like the crazy team that would do stuff like that.
Yeah, it would be the only team that would really safely punish strat against the illusions.
They're actually going back to the normal route.
Oh god. Do you think that's a good sign or a bad? Because I kind of feel like it's a bad sign, you know?
It could be both though. Like
I want to see EHOME like run the crazy stuff that they do.
But they were losing for such a long time. They've been losing since they lost a lot of games. They placed like what, 5th or 4th at the Northern Arena.
Yeah, it was.
And then they lost at Summit pretty badly. So
they haven't been training very well.
When you keep losing, it gets to you. You are the captain, and you're like, do we stick to our guns? But we've been losing for 2 weeks. And if we lose the game because of this, because I'm refusing to change my ways, then my teammates gonna be mad at me.
So Lana will bow down to the meta. They'll take the Luna second.
I mean, at the same time, you don't really want to just follow what everyone is doing.
Yeah.
You gotta have like your stand.
You're gonna have that fine line between following the meta and establishing your own draft.
Yeah, your own identity, like the way you guys want to play.
Speaking of establishing your own draft, Darkseer is not the most popular offlaner right now, but you've got a Luna on the enemy team, right? That's probably one of the more value heroes to pick Darkseer against.
Very difficult for offlaners to get a lot of experience and farm. Darkseer is one of the better ones against Luna. But generally, you want to build Darkseer in a lineup where you allow him to either use the Iron Shell very, very aggressively in the early game, or you build a draft around teamfight, like vacuum combos. Oh, they ban out the Pugman.
Yeah, just
in case.
Yeah, you never know if that Pug is still going to come out, even if the Siler hero.
I guess they might want like something like an Alchemist or some other illusion-based hero. Yeah. So EHOME not have like good ways of dealing with it. I mean, they still have the Lion if they really want to deal with those illusion heroes. Like EHOME plays a lot of heroes that other teams don't pick a lot. Right now at Finem with the Darkseer, they're probably like thinking whether we should go down the team fight route or you want to go down I would call it the MVP route where they just fight with the Iron Shell in the early game.
And do you think the whole MVP route is usually dependent on being able to do some sort of aggro dual lane? Luna is one of the tougher carries to lane up against. Do you think that can work if they pick up, Earth Spirit Darkseer or Spirit Breaker Darkseer or something like that?
Work. That's the chance that it could work. Really depends on how you want to play it, and it also is a good thing if you actually have some strong dual lanes and you force the Ogre to stay bottom, and Ogre can't really beat the other lanes, then you'll be fine with taking that trade. Because in my opinion, I think if you are able to put enough pressure on the enemy safe lane and you force a hero like Ogre to stay in that lane instead of like roaming and beating the other 2 lanes, it's a really good trade for you.
Yeah, the Ogre is strongest right in those first 5 minutes when he's winning the mid lane matchup like we saw last game, or and if you can lock him down in the safe lane, you're pretty good.
Just a good off-lane hero right now. Very good against the Darkseer, Finem and the Carapace. Just start a fight with against the Iron Shell.
It just always feels good, right? When you don't have to try and hit the impale without a set, you can set yourself up with Spike Carapace. That is
something. Some illusion hero is incoming. SD Dazzle. There's a lot of combination of heroes you can do. Haven't seen Huska for some time, with Dazzle. I don't know if you're a fan of that hero.
5 seconds remaining.
You don't like that hero?
Again, I don't know. I don't like that
jeez.
hero against, let's say, Luna, and I don't like playing that hero or facing up Alchemist.
That's a great response against the Alchemist. Alchemist
Yes.
Luna, very greedy, a lot of illusions, and Timbersaw great at dealing with the illusions, and a great laning hero against Alchemist.
So they can go ahead and match that 1v1. Is there any way that EHOME can change that? Can they run?
Ogre, help me, help!
Yeah, that'd be it.
But Alchemist is gonna be yelling, bro, I need some help. 2 minutes of, oh, Huska bad.
And they know they can do it because Darkseer doesn't have a partner with an aggro dual lane situation. So.
They might be worried about team at Finem doing like some aggro lane, SD Dazzle +1.
Yeah.
And Darkseer 1v1 Nyx, which is a decent lane, because Nyx just needs to get mana burn at level 1. Then you reduce the iron shells in the lane, then you'll be fine. I guess they're still worried about being aggro lane right now. And with the slot, probably not slot, you don't really aggro lane with slot. So pretty weak hero in the first few minutes, but once you get to that Shadow Blade, he's gonna be farming the enemy jungle, causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, he denies a lot of farm away from both Alchemist
And you have
Luna.
Iron Shell on top of the slot, so it's pretty good combo there.
Another important part of this game, right, is EHOME have double Ancient, right?
Yeah,
Ancient, the
greedy,
Ancient camp is
very
gonna
very
be really
greedy.
important,
Well,
so-
that also depends on how you build the Alchemist, because there's another way of playing the Alchemist, which is the Solar Crest, the other build, the Solar
Sure.
Crest build.
Mhm.
Shadow Blade, Silver Edge, Solar Crest.
But even then, right, we're likely to see Luna be taking advantage of the Ancient
Yep.
camp. So you kind of want an aggressive carry that sets control over the map, right? And Slark is one of the few heroes that as a carry is going to be able to invade that part of the area.
Yeah, very easily for him to do that with the Shadow Blade. And this is like the kind of MEP lineup they will go for. Every hero doesn't really have a big cooldown. They just run at you with Iron Shell, they keep pressuring you.
And they are all rather, as individuals, rather self-sustainable in lane. Slark just needs his level 6, obviously, the rest are good.
Yeah, we might see a lot of movements from the SD and Dazzle early on to try and pressure the Alchemist.
It's one of the few double defensive combinations that actually has some
A lot of
offensive
damage, yeah.
capability. Yeah, right? Disruption into...
The heal bomb, Soul
heal bomb.
Catcher, heal bomb. And right now for EHOME, they're gonna need a support that's gonna allow them to, have a better laning phase. We see a lot of Rubik with Luna today. But if you talk about dealing with Darkseer, you want something like probably like an Oracle.
What about Kotl? You're trying to buy time, right?
Kotter is also, yeah. Kotter is
Good
pretty
against
good.
Timber.
Mana Lake owns Slug and Timbersaw.
Yes.
It freaking owns them.
Yeah.
So hard. And
You're
it
trying
buys time for you with the D-push.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue with that hero is like he's an easy kill for the slug throughout the game.
Sure.
This is a slug counter, but I'm
And Timbersaw and some-
personally not a fan of this hero because he is somewhat. I mean, this hero doesn't really do a lot apart from just like ice blasting a specific target, like an alchemist, for example, or an husker. In this case, they want to use the ice blast or the slug every time, and obviously good counter for the dazzle as well, the heals, and like you said, the magic resist the reduction against the timber will be great too. I don't know, the laning phase is very worrisome about this hero though.
It certainly is. It feels like there's not really going to be much of a threat for Timbersaw. Like he's going to feel the Ogre Magi in the first 2 or 3 levels. That's going to be annoying, but eventually he'll get a good amount of farm in mid. There's certainly no one who's going to be threatening the Slark rather early. That's just a Nyx assassin for the most part.
I mean, if they get their levels and if they can get past the early game without losing too much, Ice Blast with the Nyx ganks would be really good. That's the biggest upside for like when you're playing an offlane Nyx and you have Sunstrike or you have Ice Blast. It makes the game very, very good for you because it's always easy for you to set up ganks. Like, usually when you're playing Nyx, you're gonna like, oh, can someone TP here? Like when you have a global spell like Sunstrike and Ice Blast, then everything becomes a lot easier.
Yeah. More important question, Winter. Are we going to be seeing the Axe Luna gifted by the Alchemist?
I am afraid Nyx and Ancient Apparition are really good candidates for X.
Sadly-
Nyx is probably one of the best X in the game.
Burrow.
Sorry, Luna. Sorry. Can't side on you this time.
This is going to be a game where Nyx is. I feel like Old 11 has to get so much done in this game.
Wait, they're actually gonna go aggressive lane with Slug?
Seconds to battle.
Is that happening? I mean, I was thinking about the aggressive lane, but
Slark is not an aggro tri-lane hero.
I mean, he's not. But if you think about the grand scheme of things, if it gives your other lanes easier time, maybe it's worth it for them. If Darkseer gets a lot of farm from the safe lane, you get a faster mech. And their lane is actually not that weak. They're very strong. Like the other two supports are very good in the laning phase, the Dazzle and the SD.
The battle
If you think about it, their combo is Disrupt, Pounce, so you have another hero, then the heal boss. It's a lot of damage.
Do you think this is more about dodging the Luna aggro tri? Which team is setting the aggro
Yeah,
tri
actually,
first?
who is it?
I think it's got to be at Finem dodging, right?
Yeah, probably Finem dodging.
Yeah.
Because they place a very early ward on the EHOME off lane here. They actually, I think they saw one of the heroes at top and
Yeah, they did.
Disrupt.
Uh-oh.
Heal bomb.
Here comes the combo. And a whole lot of just gets destroyed. You thought, oh, two defensive heroes? Oh, they're not going to do too much damage. Wrong. Very wrong about that.
Dota 2 boys, you know.
Yeah, that is indeed the game that we're watching right now. EHOME versus Finem, game number 2. Spartan has already come down to the bottom lane trying to help out the Slark and zone out Old 11 quite a bit. He's already hit a pretty good heal wave against Old 11 too. Our Shadow Demon will be here in all due time. Doug, you're not really too worried about the Ogre Magi's impact on Thug, right? He, like, as soon as he picks up level 3, anymore.
EHOME really need to get down here right now. And the Luna at the same time is not having... Oh, bottom lane, the Pounce.
Already out there. He does not have a spike carapace either, so they're going to try and body block Old 11 until he's forced into a disruption. Then body block him some more. They don't actually have enough mana for the heal, unfortunately.
Dazzle has no mana for heal bomb.
Yeah, now Old 11's going to be the target instead. They start right-clicking him down with the two supports. Who's going to get the kill first? They do manage to kill the Ancient Apparition. It looks like Spartan still managed to get out. Gardner's going to try and run him down, but he's missing 10 movement speed to actually catch up to that wily devil. Push back Madara a little bit, but more importantly,
Alright.
they lost their support.
This aggressive lane with the slugs working.
It is, apparently.
Top lane. Darkseer as well, like pressuring the... Like this early game is really good. The Darkseer is also pressuring the Luna, pushing him back. This is really not good for EHOME. Bottom lane not going well and the Luna being left alone on top against the Darkseer. Not getting free farm as well.
Yeah, Luna is... think like, oh, range heroes must be fine versus Darkseer, right? But Luna's not really a range hero.
Sort of like a half range.
Yeah, it's like for the same reason that Morphling and Luna aren't good versus SK, right?
So
They're
how-
just a bit too close.
Oh, heal bomb. They have mana for heal bomb this time. Oh
my god. Ogre's so tanky at level 1,
Oh.
and he just gets ripped like paper!
Strongest level 1 hero? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean, that's physical damage too. That's the thing, is that Shadow Wave is physical damage. You would think the high armor of the Ogre would make it look okay, but not when you got Soul Catcher already on you.
Well, I guess if it was any other support hero, there was no need for them to chase after that heal bomb.
That is true. Every other support just would have instantly died.
I mean, looking on the bright side, Alchemist is actually farming really well. Oh, bottom lane, that's another fight.
Yeah, he's done for. He doesn't have Shallow Grave, so they will manage to catch him. Madara will also take a lot of damage.
Okay, this is the point where you do not want to slug here anymore. He's gonna struggle to farm, but for EHOME, oh chicken, he's getting run down by Tug, waiting for the next going death maybe, no, not a chase, but he's getting a good amount of CS against the Timber. I was expecting this lane to be much more difficult for the Alchemist, but he's doing a good job in terms of getting last hits so far in the lane.
Yeah, he really is. The Whirling Death should make it a lot harder for him, but maybe the early Iron Talon allowed him to be able to pick up most of the CS despite low damage. Old 11, he'll die. Oh no, maybe he won't. Spike Carapace? Nah, never mind. He's actually going to take out from the Dazzle. Bit of Poison Touch action, and Gardner's going to be dying too, I think. They have 5 more seconds till it pounces up, and it's not even needed. Gardner slowed down easily enough for Spartan to be able to pick up that kill. All-out offense here from Finem. Spartan still not choosing to go for Shallow Grave. He's all about that Poison Touch.
Lanes are really not going well for EHOME. They're gonna have a problem in the next couple of minutes for
Doug is not a right clicker. Doug did not out right click that Alchemist despite being in position first. Thanks to Haste Rune. Unfortunately, won't be able to get the bounty. Shadow Demon caught that. Now he's going to be able to get the disruption onto Old 11. Spike Carapace. Well baited out by Finem. They held on to their combination of spells, knowing the Spike Carapace would come, but it's still going to cost maybe next time his life. Finem's going to try and trade it away for Old Lana, as Moderate does manage to get
he has
in.
no mana though. He's probably dead here.
Quelling Blade through the trees. Nah, Old 11. He Quelling Blades as well. Finding Madara, not allowing him to escape. And then he had a nice double kill for Old 11, speeding up this Nyx Assassin.
I mean, it's gonna be up to this Alchemist since he's like the one that probably got the best time out of the laning phase, out of everyone else on EHOME.
Refill of the bottle. One of the big upsides of your supports dying as a mid laner, you just tell them, hey, TP mid. Fill me up, homies.
Well, if he's gonna carry you in the game, why not?
Sure.
The last game that he played the Alchemist, he actually totally skipped the outlet. I'm not sure if you watched that
Yeah,
game.
I saw that.
Power threads into Radiance.
Why do you think that was? Was it something specific about the enemy's lineup, or do you think that's just an overall decision by him? He wants Radiance faster.
I just think it's greedy to do that because you have, oh, here comes Disrupt.
Disruption, but he has the Chemical Rage out. The burst damage may still be able to get to him, or not. He actually easily turns around. He's got Sylar coming in from the cliff side. Looks like they're going to be able to chase down Spartan here. Spartan still not having that level in Shallow Grave. He tried to go for the heal instead, thinking this combination would make it worth, but it just ends up with him dying. Killing spree for Old 11 as he takes the last hit. The nice mana burn, now having level 6 and arcane boots. He said this Nyx Assassin did need to accomplish a lot. He needs to be able to buy a lot of space, and he is kind of set up to do so with a 6-minute level 6 and arcanes like this.
And that's basically all he needs, arcane boots, and he's really good to go running around to set up kills. And you want to give a lane to, especially the AA, to get his level 6. As a Nyx, you're sort of considered a support despite being on a core position. You don't really need much on that hero.
Yeah.
You're basically just going to give your team a lot of space to farm, put a lot of pressure on the enemy team. Force their supports to buy sentries. That's like the most awful thing of a support playing against Nyx.
Yeah.
Op sentry at every entrance, oh lord.
This guy doesn't even need to buy an Aghanims for himself, so there really is a whole lot of need for farm. Some Nyx Assassins for Midas.
He's going armlet this game. He's not going to skip the armlet.
Okay.
Bottom lane disrupt.
Disruption. Sylar. Oh, Jesus, again. You can see exactly why Spartan leveled that heal up. He tries to get the maximum amount of the nuke damage. They will be able to get the turnaround kill. Shadow Demon dies in return, but it's not worth it for EHOME. That's certainly Luna in exchange for the Shadow Demon, and Garter is...
He's stuck here. The creep wave is going to tank the tower, so they might go for the dive here.
EHOME has any plans to TPN. The Nyx Assassin is really the only one who can try and spare Garter's life if he's dope here. Or they're just going to catch Lanham. They actually loop around, manage to get the poison onto him. Lanham slowed down easily enough for Skylark to give him the old Kung Fu Punch, finishing him off. Martin goes ahead and TP's out. There's no mana from Garter.
Oh god.
Winter holds his head. Uh-oh, mid lane. Doug. Oh, it's gonna go down. Good rotation from Old 11. He sees the aggression coming out from Thug. Finally does
another bottle refill. Sure. Life of a mid laner.
Yeah, it's nice to be the king, right? It's nice to be a mid alchemist. Everyone wants to help you out.
You get the attention, you know, because everyone's like, remember, I refilled your bottle. Remember my axe?
Give me that Aghanim Scepter.
Dude.
You know that moment, right? Where he gets the Aghanim Scepter, and there's always like who wants it? Everyone is clamoring for that Aghanim Scepter. Everyone's trying to.
I refilled your bottle twice in the early game. I deserve the Aghanim.
Spartan again. This poor alchemist is just getting so unlucky on the bounty rune so far. He keeps going top, and the bounty rune keeps ending up being bottom.
Still, he's on a really good net worth right now at 8.5 minutes, close to 5,000 net worth. Still pretty good for him. And right now, EHOME supports plus the Nyx are gonna try to help out Sylar, which is having a very rough time.
Sylar's kind of baiting himself because he's got these two heroes coming in with a smoke, but Sylar's almost dead already. He do manage to get the Spike Carapace combination onto Skylark. Sylar turns around and finishes him off. Eclipse turns to goes for Spartan, but Spartan pops the Shallow Grave and finishes him off first. He's probably not making it out of this one alive, but well worth the effort there. Spartan still managed to get the kill on Luna despite the bait set in by EHOME.
That was actually quite an okay trade. They still got the tower. Tower wasn't denied, even though it was a 2-for-1 trade. But they had to blow a big spell, the eclipse for that. Oh, Tug, he's just running in to try and steal the creeps. But here comes the Nyx.
Oh well, he doesn't get the bigger creeps. TP's out. Garter's not going to be able to catch him in time, it seems.
Yeah, this Alchemist is going to be a problem right now. I mean, but they do have good heroes to deal with him. Slug and Timber are pretty good calls at killing the Alchemist, and they have to disrupt to make their own Radiance army.
The Slark is like one of those, one of the few cores that takes advantage of the fact that Alchemist likes long, spread out team fights where he's able to utilize that regen and that Radiance.
And the stat steal.
Yeah, Slark is just going to be taking all those stats. Nice kill by Old 11, stopping the Timber Chain with a well-timed spike carapace, finish him off. And at bottom at the same time, they do manage to get the Garter kill. Maybe next time. The Shadow Demon, he's having quite the game. 5-2-2.
Oh, and the bounty room is bottom again, Blue.
Oh my goodness, he's going to be tilted soon. Madara gets got on a little bit by this Nyx Assassin. Spartan to be beat on by Old Chicken. Skylar comes in with a wall though, and that should be the
Man, I'm putting the blame on you, man. The bounty is always at bottom. But
it really is.
3 times in a row? What, more?
I don't know.
Every single time he goes top and he doesn't get a bounty rune.
I mean, that's such a dramatic difference in net worth too for an Alchemist.
Oh, Madara is gonna jump onto the side. He has the Shadow Blade. Oh dear! He's gonna get blown up.
Do not have a saving mechanism for this poor Luna. They're going to chase down Bottom as well, it looks like. We've thrown in, give some vision of some TPing heroes, so Finem will back themselves up a little bit. They get to this high ground area, maybe ready to turn if EHOME pursue a bit too far, but they huddle around there, tier 1 for safety. Madara's going to go back in after a little bit of heal, but they manage to catch him here with the Ancient Apparition ultimate. They might be able to kill him. He's not going to be able to get the regen, but the nuke did not quite land. Madara trying to stay ahead. Old 11, no, he couldn't finish him off. He goes for the Vendetta hit, but unable to get off the stun. He dies too quickly. Uh-oh. Well, that was missed Whirling Death. Still, though, Garter's probably going to be slowed down enough. Madara's here. He'll have to clean up the kill. Finem, dead an MVP-esque draft from them, and
Iron Shell.
MVPs plays.
Iron Shell running at you at 11 minutes, and a mech coming online as well on Skylark. This is gonna put Finem at a very, very strong position, and EHOME is still waiting for that Alchemist to get to his Radiant, so they are gonna play a slower game, and Finem are just gonna not allow that to happen.
Old Chicken trying to push them back, slow down these pushes with the acid spray.
Gosh. That's this big ancient stacks. I mean, I guess Finem don't have the lineup to steal the stack. So
Yeah.
even if they find it out, so
They
can't
just-
really do too much about it.
Yeah, all they can do is kind of stall you.
Maybe try and catch you when you're farming it, but the first step in loosening the control of that ancient camp is taking away both the mid tier 1 and that offlane tier 1 tower, and EHOME, or excuse me, Finem have almost taken that mid tower so
And here
far.
comes old 11.
The Counter Ward being laid down right as Bonner shows himself on a Garter, starts right-clicking and stealing up those stats. Old 11 in the background gets a nice double stun, gonna be able to take out both the supports. Still Ancient Apparition with the Ice Blast comes in, manage to clip. Maybe next time they'll be able to get Skylark as well. Old 11's just a monster on the side, while Bonner's trying to do what he can as this carry coming in. Nice and aggressive, but only manages to get the Ogre. Nyx Assassin will trade away his life for the cost of 3 heroes in that backline.
Madara is running Lanham down.
Bottom. He doesn't have a TP. He's trying to.
He's trying to get a TP, but oh my gosh.
Buys out. Tranquil Boots it is.
2 big heroes did not die in that team fight for Finem. That is a huge plus for Finem, despite losing the other 3 heroes.
My question to you, Winter, is how does a Luna operate in this game? Because normally a Luna, when you're pressured in lane, ancient stacks is how you get back into the game,
It's
right?
very difficult for the Luna.
Yeah.
Because of the Alchemist, they went really greedy. So if you don't have a good laning pace, he literally got sacked in the early game. Like he was left alone against the Darkseid. Darkseid was just like running at him.
Oh god, do they really not have... Come on, lay it down. Their smoke pop. Finally they realize Old 11's here, but he already got the Impale up, so... Could have been another pick off there. They interrupt the Alchemist mid
Oh
ancient
gosh,
stacks.
they got like what 3 of the big creeps?
Yeah.
Oh, that is bad. That is bad. But the Luna is gonna have a hard time operating in a game like this because he's not like a Juggernaut or someone or a Lifestealer, for example, you're gonna be able to push on your own,
Yeah.
like very far out and just beat Rage TP or Blade Fury TP. Like he is very squishy and very easy to kill. So if he falls behind, she's gonna struggle a lot. And at the same time, your team's gonna like, we probably want the Alchemist to take the farm, and you're gonna you can't really do much about that because Alchemist is just gonna need that much space on the map.
Yeah, you can see already this is a good example of that, right? Sylar is trying to push out bottom lane, but he's doing it entirely solo. They're actually backing up Old Chicken a bit more because they really want him to complete that Radiance.
Everyone just wants that Aghanim's, you know. They're just doing it because they want a piece of that Aghanim's. And Madara are not gonna allow that to happen. He's just constantly hunting them down. Has he completed a Silver Edge or Echo Saber yet? Does he have a second item?
I feel like he should have.
He should have something else, right?
Yeah, he's got 6,400 gold. I just don't see where the other items are.
Wait, something's wrong.
2,800 plus 1,500 from treads. There's definitely an item missing.
There's something missing. Oh, maybe I'm just just counting something wrong.
We're trying to do the math, but it's not working.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, Ice Blast gonna try to clear out the top lane, but Power in the end is still gonna go down to Madara. And right now, EHOME just trying to avoid and, you know, find the pick off with the Nyx plus Ice Blast as much as they can.
Disruption. And a weave on the old 11, slowing him down with the Purge. He's gonna go for the TP out. And
Oh, he has level 4 Soul Catcher, level 7.
yeah, I mean this combination with the
Damage,
Dazzle.
the damage like even with the Timber.
Yeah,
Timber's just gonna destroy the target that has the Soul Catcher buff on top.
yeah. I mean, even that Alchemist will just get dropped by a level
I guess
4 Whirling Death.
Time to get BKB at some point for the out this game.
Yeah.
60 minutes Radiance, not too bad. They were under so much pressure this game from Finem.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, right now EHOME are just still, you know, trying to look to keep farming, try to find solidarity pickoffs. They're gonna get the Dazzle here.
Old 11 will be able to hold Spartan in place. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast is going to be well on point. Old 11 even escapes. Now it's going to be up to Finem to try and keep the rest of their cores alive. Madara backs himself away. Skylark was going to be the target. Maybe next time intercepts that. Does manage to get the disruption, probably costing him his life. But at least he ensures that Skylark does manage to make his way out.
Bro, there was a...
Madara's still trying to fight this one out though. He does not have an ultimate. He's going to have to hide himself into the trees. Skylar goes ahead and tries to play interception. This time he's going to be suiciding himself to try and save Madara, but Madara still dies. He dies inside the
Team wipe.
They just wiped at Finem because Madara chose to go back in.
Oh my god, they just got the Radiance and EHOME decides that was their power spike and it just ran at them. And they won that fight. Oh my god, you lose a fight like this against Alchemist. Alchemist is just gonna get like what, 5k, 7k gold.
They're going to double team wipe them. Frank comes back in, team 0-1, EHOME spots them. He's like, oh, okay, we'll just dive you. No big deal.
That was just Finem overestimating how strong they are in the game. Like, one big mistake like this against Alchemist, that was like 5 to 7k gold swing.
Yeah, you see just the team fight itself is upwards of 2,500.
2,500.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get all the tower and space.
And
that
the farm.
Alchemist is gonna be able to get, all the farm.
It's so disgusting when you lose a fight against Alchemist.
Yeah. Because it usually means one big item. Got Boots of Travel now. He's gonna have the space to be able to quickly start building into Manta and yeah. The minus cooldown item. Help me, Winter. Octarine Core, thank you. I wanted to say Orchid for some reason. I don't know why. It's been a long day. See,
Maybe
you
were kind of hoping that maybe he gets an early Aghanim's voice team. Okay, that's
early
fine.
eggs. Let's go, guys.
I don't think I've ever seen that done before, but I do think that there's always a good option for the team where maybe you're looking to get that one item, let's say to push high ground, like you have a Razor, you want that Aghanim's. I wouldn't put it past him to actually get an early Axe for that matter.
You think before the Naga-esque builds of Alchemist, before the full-out farm of Manta and Octarine, you think you...
Actually, probably not that early. After the minimum, the Manta, Radiance, and Octarine Core.
Okay, I can get down with that, right? Because you've reached because you basically maxed out on the farm.
But dude, you know, some players just like, I still need to get my Shivas, I still need to get my AC.
Yes, right.
Then you're like, but I am a Nyx Aghanims, I can change the game. And the Alchemist tells you, no, I'm getting my Shivas. Then you'll be like,
The deep sigh that every 3 to 5 position takes when their core refuses to be a team player. Tier 2 tower about to be dropped here, old 11. You can try and go for deny, blink out. I dare you to. Not going for it.
they don't have to make any, you know, fancy plays anymore, because after winning that team fight, EHOME is in like a superb position in the game right now. They are getting to the point where their greedier lineup with the Luna and Alchemist is slowly coming online. The Luna is catching up, Alchemist is gonna be a problem. I mean, he is already a problem.
Yeah. It's just going to become more of a problem once he gets that constant split push out, right?
He has Bloodlust as well, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so difficult for Finem if the game draws up really long. They have to somehow get like, maybe finish off some items.
Well, catching old chicken right now is to get another non-bounty rune. Picks up a regen, which is utterly useless to this guy, because he's got Chemical Rage. Fortunately, he will not be caught by Finem. That would have been the ultimate trigger.
They have to like just get a good pick off after they finish their next couple. I mean, I guess that's about it. Saber, Shadowblade, and Timber just got his Bloodstone. Like, they need to find like a move. Maybe wait for the dagger. Yeah, just wait for the dagger on Darkseer. He's really close. Make a move after that.
Do you think they do not have a very good Roche taking? Is there any plan around Roshan for Finem, or is it just full on smoke into the end?
They have to pick off the enemy. I think that would be their best option. Getting Roshan is difficult unless, do they have a medallion?
No, I don't think.
No. Yeah, so it would be too difficult. Like, if they want to do Roshan, then you would need the supports to get a medallion.
Yep, counter ward in place. Nyx Assassin wanders straight into a combination of wards and double counter wards. Will definitely be picked off here. Finem continue to push to the right-hand side, knowing that that was where the Luna and the rest of the crew was pushing out. They're not going to catch anybody, though. Just trying to get control of the lanes, but every single time you show this many heroes, Alchemist is going to be free to push out whatever lane he's in.
Alchemist and the Luna, both of them are just going to push the lanes so far out. And on the bright side, they do have, if you look at their 3 cores, all the 3 cores pushes all lane really quickly. The Darkseer, the Timber, and the Slot. So they're going to be able to deal with that just fine. But all in all, they do not want EHOME to keep farming with the Alchemist and Luna. Well, if you think about Ultra late game, Slot, Timber, and Darkseer.
Some serious trouble here. Just going to try and run himself back.
No TP.
Oh, they've got an Alchemist. Boots are traveling in. Moderate realizes, nope, be here, not anymore.
I was like kind of thinking about like Ultra late game with Slot, Timber, and Darkseer. They are actually pretty good as well in terms of, but the issue is like Alchemist always picks faster than he also pick. So he gets
the bounty rune. Oh, a 3-man stun into the Ice Blast is coming in. He's going to be able to nail 3, including Madara, who actually pounds his way into that one.
Oh, the stun!
And it goes on to Skylark, and he already blinked himself back. Dazzle actually managed to get himself away as well. Looks like all of Finem will be able to actually clean themselves. Oh, they're going to go back into the vacuum. Now Madara's in a position to be able to clean up some heroes. He goes for old 11, gets the 1. They take down the Ogre as well. Thug granted 2 Bloodstone charges off that team fight. They just didn't quite have enough damage to be able to finish off anybody.
I was so surprised no one actually died on Finem there.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like such a good fight with the Impel from the Nyx, but no one actually went down there.
I mean, even Spartan, he was probably the closest one to dying there, but even he survived.
Yeah, that's a good step in the right direction for Finem after that earlier botched team fight against EHOME. They're starting to regain control. They have a gem on the slot, so it's gonna allow them to control the map and stop the Nyx from picking them off.
So, gonna be slowed down here.
Oh, he's really not afraid at all.
He certainly is not. Well, I'm a little bit surprised he didn't pick up a little bit of magic armor.
You like the casual hood? Yeah, the casual hood is pretty good here against the Luna. The Nyx as well, oh my god, the Nyx just has so much magic burst against him, especially with the Ice Vortex.
Yeah.
You might be thinking of like Ghost of Travel. I don't know, but I would still like that. I would still like the hood, the casual hood. Even if he doesn't want to upgrade to a pipe. Like, pipe is also very good for his team against the Eclipse.
He just picked
He
up
popped something. Was it
Is
like,
he going? Which is better, Lotus Orb or Lincoln? 'Cause he got a Perseverance.
oh? Is he going for Lincolns? But you don't block the next stun with Lincolns.
Yeah, that's only Sand King Burrow that gets blocked by it.
I don't know. Lincolns doesn't seem like amazing here.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that.
I guess he wants Lotus against all that because there's a lot of single target abilities on EHOME.
Yeah.
The stun from Ogre, the Ignite, and there's the Mana Burn, the Lucent Beam, the Concoction from the Alchemist. I guess it's probably the Lotus. I would be surprised if he goes for Lincolns.
Yeah, I would be very surprised as well. But then again, I'm super surprised he didn't go for.
Probably a Lotus.
Good.
He bought another Arcane Boot, so it's probably Lotus.
Yeah.
Gonna disassemble it for the Lotus later.
Around here. The old chicken, they're going to try and lead things off with the purge. They go straight onto old chicken, trying to burst him down before that regen can come into play, and they'll be very successful. They can actually get a little bit more here. Backing back into the wall, they're going to catch old Lotto. Lotto turns around, gets a decent ice blast off on the Thug. If they can actually get some damage, holding him in front of that tier 3 tower. Silence
buyback.
He's going to be able to get that at clip and takes one down. The buyback comes out from the Alchemist. Being if he can catch more, the stun on the Spark almost catches the Shadow Demon in that AoE, but just barely off by a sliver. They do manage to get a buyback out of old chicken though, and that is probably worth it for Ad Finem, right?
If I was the SD there and I got stunned, I would be so angry.
You'd just be blaming that other support, like, why the hell did you run next to me?
Yep, but back to your question, I guess it was really worth it for them. They lost just the Dazzle. Did they lose the Timber? He suicided, right? Timber suicided.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so I didn't see that. So he suicided, and Alchemist lost 1,000 gold out.
Oh, disrupt?
Fight, so
do they have enough? Where's the Ice Blast? Okay, not coming. So not gonna be able to get the pick up on the SD there.
Ice Blast is coming now, but nobody's around.
I mean, overall, this is how Ad Finem needs to keep playing. They have to keep constantly trying to look for pickoffs, trying to pressure, use the slot, Shadow Blade, to get whatever they can. They can't just sit back and trading farm against the Alchemist, because ultimately Alchemist is just gonna be 6 sorted faster than you, and he's gonna pull his team Axe.
Yeah.
And they have a pretty good lineup at pulling Axe, to be honest.
They certainly do.
Oh, that's gonna be the first Axe. I guess Nyx would probably
I think Nyx for high ground defense, right?
probably be the first one to receive the Axe.
Yeah.
Most likely. Then it'll be a toss up between the Ice Blast or the Ogre.
Yeah.
That's a difficult call. Both is really good.
You don't think the Luna's contention there? I mean, the stats are super nice, and that ultimate upgrade.
Probably not.
Oh, come on, Winter.
I mean, it's a bit gimmicky, I know.
Well, who is going to be getting the Hood of Defiance out of the Dark Seer is probably going to be picking up a pipe next. Maybe that's why Thug felt like.
Still, I think a casual foot would be like, if you don't want to get a pipe, the Dark Seer will get a pipe. I think it's still fine for the Timber to get a casual foot. It's really good.
There.
A lot of the players are actually doing just so much value with
I mean, just look at NP. They have a whole entire strategy based around it. 300 Defiances and 1 pipe.
I mean, why not? Since the change where you're able to have an active on the hood, I think it's really, really good. Like, it's so cost effective on the item. It's cheap, gives you a lot of survivability.
Really easy to build up. Even just the basic cloak as you're building up the Hood of Defiance's value.
Yeah, it's just all in all a very, very good item on Timber. He has a lot of armor, so just give him that magic resistance and you're Gucci. You're good to go in the team fights.
Now, normally this would be Nyx Assassin. Might be.
Did he give it to someone else? Wait. Where's the axe?
I don't think he's built it yet.
Oh, he hasn't built it. Okay, I thought he already had it.
Nyx Assassin will not be caught. Madara is the one holding on to the gem. And this is very important. We haven't talked about this gem, but it is going to be one of the things that gives Ad Finem a little bit more time, right? Because they just constantly control map. Map vision is all in favor of Ad Finem, right?
Yeah, especially against the Nyx. Like, EHOME buys time by getting a pickup. Oh, Sylas could get caught on by Madara here.
They are going to be able to come in with Thug. He's forced into a BKB usage, but he's still taking a lot from that physical damage. Instead, Madara is going to go into Gardner, knowing that's the easier kill. Claims himself 1 with this BKB usage. Skylark's going to come forward, manage to get a 3-man backing back. Chakram is coming in, going to clean through a lot of these heroes. Old Chicken scaring back some of these heroes with the unstable concoction, but Madara is still going to stream forward, going for Old 11, turns around this side. Old Chicken's a better group target. If he can just blast him down to the pounce, they've got him. Maybe if they have enough magic damage, but Slark actually dies. The Ice Blast is going to allow them to be able to clean up both of those cores. No suicide this time around, but the Timbersaw.
Gem is down, Cap.
That is so bad for Finem. We just said this is one of the reasons that they can control the map and prevent EHOME from being able to push out and split push really efficiently.
He wasn't able to pop his Shadow Dance too in that fight. I mean, that was a big overextension by Finem.
That's twice now, right? That we've seen. This time around, it was, it was a mana burn, but
he just got destroyed by the Ice Blast and the Eclipse.
Yeah.
The Timber just got evaporated. Not having the hood really hurt him there.
Maybe next time, tries to Glimmer Cape forward to try and get a disruption onto Luna, allowing them to have some of the Luna illusions to work off and defend their tower, but he just ends up dying for it. Old 11, though, as he comes forward, is maybe a bit too far. It's kind of like trying to run him down with the Ion Shell. Fortunately, his Spike Carapace. Oh, Timber Chain is actually going to be blocked out as well. He turns around, gets the stun. Thug is dropping lower, but Spartan's ready to go at any moment with a Shallow Grave. Old 11 will die eventually. Run down. Is Old Chicken going to die as well? They don't have a stun. No, there's no stun. Oh, God, that is one thing that's really... There is another item that Thug could get. Yule Scepter, right? An early Yule Scepter because they lack disables.
Or you get level 4 Poison Touch.
Yeah, or that. That is also something that's missing because we actually didn't talk about during the draft, but they just have no hard stuns. They have Disruption.
Disrupt, Vacuum, yeah.
Oh, Vacuum, true.
Vacuum, I mean, a lot of people say Vacuum, Vacuum. Long cooldown, and you don't really want to use it on one target, not that reliable. Yeah, but overall that's a pretty big weakness before they get like Whistle or even a Hex on Timber in the later portion, or a Hex on the Darkseer at some point.
And that's why it was so important for Madara to be able to get this constant progression in farm, but he's had a pretty impactful game, but he's also had two rather big overextensions. That top lane fight we just saw, as well as that mid fight. You know,
I would say that's an alchemist factor. Because when you're playing against Alchemist, you're at the back of your mind. You're like, oh, we need to do something now. We have to beat that. We have to kill him. We have to beat them at this stage of the game. And then when you're getting kills, you're like, okay, we need to kill the Alchemist. We kill the support, but we need to kill the Alch. And then it just influences you into making those bad decisions. I'm not saying it's not his fault, but sometimes when you're playing against the Alchemist, the pressure eventually gets to you. You make a bad call.
Every player understands the pressure that heroes like Alchemist and Animage is another good example of here. Oh, the Animage is farming, guys. We gotta fight. We gotta do something before the AM gets 6 slotted.
Oh, he's going back for the Blade Mail again, huh? On the Alch. He really loves this item on Alch. Pretty good against the Timber, I'd say.
Yeah. And decently effective versus the Slark as well.
That means no Aghanims for his team,
True. Man, this guy is just not a team player, man.
But still, it's a very good pickup here, for in general against what Finem have.
Yeah.
Are they waiting for any big items on Finem? Are they waiting for someone to complete a big item before they make another move?
Certainly no real big items, but
I guess just the Basher, the Basher on Madara.
Yeah.
And right now they're starting to push the lanes with all the illusions. The illusion problems are starting to seep into the game for Finem. EHOME are the ones that want to make a move here.
Smoking and going straight back into the fight. They both reveal themselves. Blink forward by the Nyx assassin. They actually catch Dazzle. That's really important. Lotusaur bounces back a little bit of damage, but Spartan's still down. Old 11's going to die to Madara, but these BKBs just seemingly are not enough. They've already lost the Darkseer, and Madara's down to half health. He runs himself away. Thug will be able to TP out as well, it seems. So a 1-for-2 exchange, but more importantly, EHOME, even if they don't monstrously win that team fight, they win it just enough to go straight to Roche.
Yeah, that fight was all on EHOME getting the first move. Like, whoever gets the first move, the first jump, the initiation is just gonna gain a huge advantage. Like, you eliminate someone that quickly out of the equation, and Darkseer was the one that got focused because he's their main team fight hero.
Yeah, and the fact that Spartan was another hero that was initiated on, right, is really bad.
Yeah, he couldn't grave anyone, so he just died instantly. I mean, right now, Finem are gonna have a lot of problems. Like, even the Luna has already finally caught up and has more net worth than the Slug and Timber.
This is looking like a slow, inevitable death of Ad Finem in this game number 2. But I guess now we get to revisit that conversation, right? Is it a slow, inevitable death? How well can Ad Finem's lineup deal with the late game situation of Luna and Alchemist? Can they actually, because I think we're already over that hump, right? Luna and Alchemist is online. So now the next big hump is Alchemist is going to get fully 6-slotted. Luna's going to start getting closer to 6-slotted as well. Can Ad Finem actually just try and stall out the game to go super late?
We were like talking about it like a couple of moments before. I'm not exactly that sure. I think their late game is pretty good. Like Darkseer, the stronger your heroes get, the stronger Darkseer gets, because the wall is going to make stronger illusions.
Right.
And Slug and Timber are really good heroes in the late game if you get the farm.
Yeah.
Like the issue with this game against the Alchemist is he's always going to get the farm faster than you, the Slug or the Timber. Like he peaks faster, so it really depends on how fast the Alchemist is going to finish his. I mean, he already finished all his items and they're going to be ready to siege, and Ad Finem has still so much room to grow.
Madara's going to go straight for ult 11. He's already has the weave on him.
Oh, the
He's
damage!
that ultimate. The Shallow Grave goes down as well. Skylark managed to get a nice Alchemist illusion into his hands. Madara's trying to keep Gardner back, but an Ice Blast is going to barely flip Madara. But still, the fight is already kind of over. EHOME are on full retreat after losing 2 of their heroes. And Finem looking to catch something here, but it seems unlikely. EHOME moving like the speedy devils they are. Oh, H-snap Christian. Bash! First hit bash! Second hit bash! No, Madara. That extra kill.
Oh, that fight was all on the Darkseer. He won that fight for his team, like a great vacuum wall there. Giving his team the Alchemist illusion, so, okay. That was the enemies. Who did he give it to? He gave it to the Lamb?
He did.
Oh, come on!
Nyx Assassin.
I mean, okay, fine.
Bro, really?
It's a big counter to Slug.
Yeah.
So fine. That's I can live with that this game.
Our Nyx Assassin picked up a Blink Dagger and a Force Staff and Urn, all thinking that the Ag's gonna go to him eventually, but
I mean,
he'll have to
Alchemist is gonna farm really quick, so the next Axe. Well, if he gives the next Axe to the Ogre or the Luna, I'm tilting.
So can I say in a very simplified fashion, right? Ad Finem had the advantage for the first 30 minutes, right? Just because their lineup and Alchemist wasn't ready to go yet. Now, it's like EHOME will have the control for like another half an hour, right? And
Yeah,
then maybe
before
we go to
that,
70 minutes or something.
and then Ad Finem has enough farm to fight back. Like before that, it was like EHOME trying to get, like waiting to get farm. But then right now, Ad Finem in their position, they're trying to get their cores, 6-slotted, whereas the Timber is, sorry, not the Timber, the Alchemist is already 6-slotted. I mean, I guess you could say that you can trade off the armlet or the blade mail into something bigger.
You can get like a Shiva somewhere in that.
AC,
that
Shiva.
Or, yeah.
I think BKB is good this game for him against the Timber. It's pretty good. If he decides to get one after. Those are the items that the Alchemist could still go for, and obviously a Moonshot.
More Aghanim Scepters. more.
Well, to be frank, I think the Aghanim Scepters would be the biggest contribution that he can do for his team right now.
Yeah.
Makes a huge difference. The Nyx, the Ogre, the Luna. So we'll see whether he decides to, be the
Found
team.
Skylark. They placed the Tinker Ward, and they found him. Skylark is done.
Does he have buyback? Yeah, he has buyback. Yeah, he has buyback.
Just slowly but surely throwing nukes at him, one by one, and he has a pipe, so he takes forever to die, but he finally will.
He has buyback though, so probably gonna force him to use it here, EHOME.
He's gonna need another clutch vacuum wall. They've already disrupted, but his TP will not be quite fast enough, and EHOME will be able to get themselves back if they want to after forcing that buyback, but it looks like they still want to go for the siege.
So they need to be very careful about the vacuum wall though.
Down there on the front lines right now. Madara is actually going to be leading things off on a Sylar who has the Aegis, so he goes down here, that's
That was
fine.
so quick!
But that was very quick. I think that was a Soul Catcher on him. Round 2, Sylar does have the BKB this time around.
There was actually no soul catcher on him.
Oh really? That was just straight up... Was there weave on him at least? Oh, there's the vacuum wall. They got both the cores. That is important. EHOME are going to try and fight through it, though. They pop forward with that Luna ultimate. Looks like he might be able to get Spartan until the shallow grave goes down. Moder's going to be able to come forward. He also has the ultimate, too, so he can just focus down Siler with all these right clicks. Siler should go down, and Old Chicken is low enough underneath that chakram. He has to back himself away as well. He tried to actually kill the Timber Saw
my God, the
with the Blade Mail, and he got him with the Ancient Apparition. That actually succeeded. He Blade Mail walked into double chakra, almost killed himself.
The Blade Mail actually almost killed the Timber.
Yeah, and it was just the Ice Blast that ends up getting him in the end.
Blade Mail, like what an item on Alchemist.
Yeah, you said he likes to go for it. Seems pretty decent, especially against Timbersaw, but we really do see the effect of it here.
I mean, the BKB on the Timber Sword is gonna change. I mean, it's gonna help against the Nyx and the Luna, but you're still gonna get Blade Mail damage from your ultimate since it's pure. So right now, how about the Slug? Has he completed? He hasn't really progressed in items yet. Like he really needs to get more items, like Abyssal, or maybe even get the Scarly next. They need the Slug to be bigger than this to fight.
Yeah. He does get the Abyssal Blade now, but if they manage to get the Luna Butterfly, in maybe say 5 minutes, that Slark is gonna have a whole lot harder time trying to focus down that Luna in these fights.
And I think that it's probably also time for the Alchemist to build another item on his own. He's not actually that strong anymore.
Yeah.
Because he stopped for Blade Mail and he bought the Aghanims for his team outputs of Feral.
Maybe next time does manage to get the Glimmer Cape off, but there is a gem. Well, the Ice Blast doesn't land, and he managed to dodge the Alchemist stun as well. It seems like he just isn't destined to survive here. Shallow Grave goes down, and Modern's actually go straight for Old 11. They managed to get the vacuum wall back as well. Old Chicken has to turn around, throws out the Stable Concoction, but he's stuck underneath so much damage. He goes down.
God.
He cuts him down with a chakra. Well, Moderate keeps him in place, and Moderate's going to go for more. They're going to be able to catch at least one. That's going to be Garter. Quickly surround him. The Luna looks to escape, though.
That weave and Soul Catcher in the team fights. Holy shit.
I mean, it just brings this Alchemist down so quickly. Yeah,
Oh, they have Aghanims on the SD. Let's see, it's gonna be great against the Luna.
Does that break the Luna's Moonglaive?
Yeah, it breaks the glaives and the other passive, the blessing, the Luna's blessing. I mean, that's not a big deal, but 38 damage.
Every little bit helps, though. And it'll just kind of keep him in place for Moderate to continue to beat onto him, even if he pops BKB, right?
We were just talking so much about the EHOME's Aghanims, but we forgot about Aghanim has pretty good Aghanims as well.
They really do. If someday, 55 minutes from now, Spartan could get himself an Aghanim Scepter as well, that's always cool. Down with the weed.
That would be the dream, you know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, there's no Alchemist on his team.
And he's not like Shadow Demon. The reason Shadow Demon has an Ags and a Glimmer Cape is he's able to disrupt the Alchemist and use those illusions to his own good. Our Dazzle has no such farming mechanisms.
More fun to play a Shadow Demon support, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, much more fun.
For EHOME right now, they got a BKB on the Alchemist, so that's a good step for them. He really needs it to be able to survive in the fights. And for the Luna, I think he almost has his butterfly. Does he have it? Yeah, he has the quarterstaff and just a little bit short from the talisman. That's gonna change the fights a lot.
Skylark's almost got 4,200 gold. Do you think, because you have such good enemy heroes to get a replicate off of, do you think it's worth getting an Aghanim Scepter, or do you prefer the more traditional Shivas?
Worth. Aghanims worth this game.
Alright, I'm with you. Every single time I see a Luna, I think worth with the Aghanim Scepter.
Alchemist with Radiance as well, it's pretty good. I think you don't really need the Sight of Voice as much right now since you have the Abyssal on the Slug, so I would strongly consider the Ags on the Darkseer.
Yeah. See what Skylark chooses. Right now they're trying to do Roshan. It looks like they will be able to do it. EHOME may still get an initiation to turn this fight to their favor. They're going to be able to find maybe next time first, but a wall vacuum. They caught 3 into that one. Madara goes forward again, straight for Old 11, takes out the utility hero. Old Chicken tries to beat onto Madara, but Madara still has Stealth Smith, and he hasn't been ice blasted, so he's going to be able to regen quite a bit. Spartan with the Shallow Grave, taking through all this one. Styler hoping to be able to make sure he doesn't survive. In fact, the nuke will stop that TP, but still, you got 2 supports, and at Finem are still going to be able to walk away with that Aegis.
That was still really surprisingly good, despite I was like, oh, Finem got a really big vacuum wall. Fight's probably gonna go their way, but still, like, EHOME was able to win the fight handily, getting to a 2-for-1.
And he will. He's gonna try and go for one of those support pickoffs, but it looks like he's been caught using Madara. There goes that Aegis. We're just praising.
Does he have ulti? Does he have ulti? Oh, he doesn't have ulti.
He doesn't. He's done for. He doesn't have BKB. He doesn't have ultimate.
Oh my god, look.
And now Thug might be dead. Thug has to make the long-range timber chain over the river, but he's already being stunned up. He turns around, Chakrams, denies himself with Bloodstone, but Finem just, again, it's one of the Madara plays. Like, that guy has been such a good, stable carry for Finem, but another situation where he chooses to go back in as the Slark and try and make that extra play, and it bites him in the ass real swiftly.
Now, the other thing is, like, the BKB on the Old Chicken Alchemist is clearly doing a lot of work in the last fight. So that was something that he had a lot of trouble with in the team fights without the BKB, the Timbersaw, the Darkseer.
Oh, Madara trying to deal with Sylar right now with his
look at the damage!
That butterfly is just allowing him to do absolutely nothing against Sylar, and the damage quickly turned around.
They have to try and go in soon. The weave is at maximum duration right now.
It is about to wear off in just a couple of seconds here, and after that's gone, EHOME may be in pretty good fighting shape. They back away after taking that melee Rax, happy with what they've gained so far.
This game just so back and forth all the time.
Alright, they're gonna get Old 11. Man, poor Old 11, man. You see, like, every
Dude, this guy,
time,
he's not getting the eggs and he's always getting...
Yeah, like Stark, he like beelines it for Nyx Assassin every single fight.
He do have buyback on the Nyx, or Nyx doesn't have buyback. That might be a problem. Can they stall another 40 seconds for that? That's the big question right now.
Well, if any hero's gonna be able to stall, it's gonna be the Naga Light here. Alchemist spams out the illusions of his, tries to push everything out. Looks like Finem will not be trying to go for that. Instead, they're gonna try and, looks like maybe push that tier 2 before Nyx Assassin is up, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be fast enough.
It's not enough time for them,
yeah.
Probably.
And you don't really want to force a fight, a full 5 versus 5 fair fight.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you want to wait for Roche, it's gonna take, like, you just took Roche, so it's gonna take some time. That fight there after the Roche was really crucial for Finem, but mistakes were made. That's right now in the back of your mind, Finem, you're like thinking, we're probably gonna have to wait for the next Roshan and try not to mess up again.
Yeah.
Because it's like a really tense situation right now. Any mistake they make is just gonna lose them again. They have no more, room for error.
Oh, Old Chicken doesn't actually go AC or Shiva. Looks like he's going to Mjolnir.
Good at dealing with the illusions and more offensive capabilities.
And the active is really effective versus Chakram and Dark Pack, right? Yep. Small instances of damage.
Still though, he doesn't have a high amount of armor, and if he gets hit by the weave, I can see him dying in a few right clicks from the slot.
Do you think he doesn't want the AC because of the wall of replica?
The wall?
Like, you think that's worth not having an AC?
I don't know, I think he's gonna die when they have the weave on him really quickly, and the slug hits him. He's just gonna die very quick. Especially
with the slug, with that butterfly and the Luna. Slark really doesn't have too many reasons to continue to try and focus Sylar down. You can see, look at the damage to the part! Holy crap! 30 to 33, and Finem now come forward to get the 3-man backing. Nice double stun though. Old 11 once again getting the target. Come on, leave this guy alone. Madara on the back going for the supports and back line, but this guy does not have buyback, and Old Chicken, he bought back himself. If they can actually win this fight, this could be the end of the game, but Old Chicken at the same time already down to half health, forced into BKB. Nice shallow grave save on the Skylark, a stun on him maybe next time. Gonna be dodged here. Old Lad gonna be cleaned up in the backside. Madara takes him out. Garner's gonna be a victim of Thug's Chakrams as well. Those whirling blades can find yet another life.
Oh no, EHOME.
EHOME have blown the buyback on the Alchemist and do not win that engagement. They're gonna back away with their 2 cores. Will manage to stay alive, but
I was
still.
just talking about how squishy he is, and he just ran up and he died. He just died to shed the heal bomb. He had no armor. That is an issue for you. They need to get a. What item is he gonna replace now? There's nothing he can replace. What are you?
Since he sells that Mjolnir for the AC.
What are you gonna replace? This
Yeah, I don't think there's really much he's going to be doing anytime soon.
replace the radiance. Lul. So that you stop the SD from getting strong illusions and the wall. I don't know.
And
like
the wall replica.
I would probably replace the radiance. I don't know.
I was about to say that, like, that, if you have that mindset, right, don't get AC because of the SD illusion, it kind of works for Radiance too, so...
Well, it's a hard call though. I don't know. I just don't like the last item that he went for, the Mjolnir.
Yeah.
He really needs that, like something to beef him up. Like, he is just way too squishy to physical damage.
Alright, do we have any fresh items, by the way? What is Moderate
Kimber
got?
has his Octarine Core.
Okay. Looks like MKB is not too far away from Moderun. He just needs another 1400.
He already has the double javel.
Huh?
Yeah, he has the double javel.
Oh, he already does have it. Okay, well, never mind. He doesn't need any extra gold. Gotta work his way towards a buyback.
Okay, he has no buyback for 2 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
So
So, presumably, the next 2 minutes for Finem, gonna be trying to play it a little bit cool, right? Wait for the buyback, because you're in a great position with the Alchemist having recently...
judging by what happened throughout the game, I'm not sure.
That ain't Finem, man. They don't play it cool. In fact, look at them. They're grouping up for a smoke. Let's go.
No buybacks, doesn't matter. Let's go.
No buyback. You could literally wait for like a minute and a half, and say, we have buyback in 30 seconds, let's try and fight. But no, Venom are like, let's go, minute and a half, this could lose us the game,
Yeah.
but we're going to search for that.
The thing is, if you're playing like this, your opponent might not expect it, and
Sure.
the surprise factor sometimes is enough to
Yeah.
catch your opponent off guard and you take a good fight.
Yeah, I mean, it may lose you the game, but it also may win you the game straight up, so.
The enemy is like, they don't have buyback, they're probably gonna wait for it. Then you make a smoke play, you catch them.
Problem is, EHOME, they are more than capable to sit in their base and farm via Alchemist Illusions,
And
so.
Syla's going for a final item, Bloodthorn.
God. Old 11. His life has been so goddamn rough all game long, but finally...
What did he buy?
No, he was gifted the Aghanim's.
To Nyx?
Yeah. He finally got it.
50
And
minutes.
He's so happy. He's so happy. He's like spamming Burrow everywhere he goes.
That's gonna be their, high ground defense. I don't know, like, Finem is still, after that last fight, prime position because the Alchemist had to blow his buyback, and he is actually very, very weak right now.
Look at this item. Sylar is going to be going for the Bloodthorn. So this is something that is going to potentially destroy Thug if he does. Well, he's got Lotus Orb on top.
They have Lotus and BKB, so...
But this is something that Modern will have to play around a little bit, right?
He has to be more careful.
Whoa! Thug just goes straight into all these heroes. BKB, double chakrams, starts running himself away. That's a BKB on cooldown.
Okay.
There's a lot of ums in this game, I believe. Disruption onto an Alchemist Illusion.
But that was like some YOLO play right there.
Yeah. Did you not expect that many? I don't know.
Keeping his team vision, so the Darkseid can get a great wall, vacuum wall.
True.
He went for the Hex, I'm not sure if we talked about it. We were like,
we did.
good Aghanim's game, or maybe a Shivers, but he actually still went for the Hex despite having an Abyssal on slot. He just won a lot of disables. As disables, and Alchemist buying a gem for his team, Why not? You talk about being a team player, gets the Aghanim for the Nyx finally at 50 minutes and gets the team a gem.
Yeah, this is where I can't help but feeling like this Alchemist would be more effective if he had the traditional
Shivers,
AC and Abyssal, and Moonshard.
But I think he needs the BKB this game. The BKB
That's
is something that he definitely wants to have, but I'm not sure about the Mjolnir. It's like the question I'm gonna pose to him if I get to ask.
Modern needs some help. Spartan will give him a helping hand there with the 4-staff, which did manage to get. So even hard 5 positions getting gold. That's how you know it's real gold. It's going late game.
Well, the other thing that I think Finem would want to rectify in the next few minutes is to get the slug one. Like, the slug is not progressing items for quite some time already. Like, he needs to get one more item. Probably Scully.
Yeah.
What else would you get? But do you want Butterfly this game?
You kind of need to tank up a bit, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't have Silver, so he doesn't have that much stats on the items.
And this is the, in some ways, this is the danger for EHOME that we talked about. Hey, they're going to be really strong once we saw that Alchemist get to that point, but they are in some ways running against the clock just because Ad Finem can continue to scale so much more, whereas EHOME are definitely topping out quite soon.
Mainly the Slug and the Darkseer. The Timber is already mostly. What else do you want as a Timber now? Probably just. I don't know, the Lotus is also very important for him.
They still don't have a Shivas on their team.
Yeah, Shivas would be nice. Maybe at some point you don't really want a Bloodstone anymore. I know sometimes players just sell the Bloodstone late game.
Yeah, especially once if you're down to like 12 charges or anything below that, it just doesn't make too big of a difference when your death timer is 80 seconds. And the range racks will slowly but surely be chipped away by the illusion pushes.
Yeah, Manta Stall, Luna, Manta Stall, Alchemist. They have to like make a first.
Oh, nice Force Staff there. Old 11 just gets one step ahead of the vacuum. That's an important ability that's on cooldown.
And he has the Aegis, by the way, on the mix.
Oh, he does. Alright, well, all the more reason for him to play that front line. Who has the cheese? I'm presuming one of the supports has it. That would be Amon. You can give it up when necessary.
Probably not that useful on him.
He's just that's just a placeholder. He's just holding it until somebody else needs it.
Right now they're just like doing the no risk thing, sending the illusions up and the Nyx just sitting behind.
Yeah.
This is just very annoying. Like Ad Finem has to find an initiation with the Darkseer.
And well, the Darkseer does manage to pull him back, and Spice actually pulls him out of that one. They're going to be able to execute Old 11, but that's just the Aegis. They've already flown BKB as well as the Slark's ultimate there. So maybe they feel comfortable surging forward and fighting up against Ad Finem now. Old Chicken tries to go forward, but he's already been disrupted. Now he has his own illusions to face up against. He is finally going to show himself a little bit on the front lines here. The illusions start going to work on the Thug, who he bounce backs and damage onto Garter. Siler comes forward with BKB of his own, but he gets bashed up almost immediately. He's down to half health. Madara is actually threatening him with this MKB. They have to Force Staff and get him out of the wall area, as Skylar's going to be the target. They actually throw down the cheese. It looks like Siler's going to eat that one up and come back into play, and it's going to be Ad Finem forcing the buybacks here. They have a Darkseer buyback, but they've already had to blow one. Madara as the Slark is holding high ground here. And the next buyback just waiting for their opportunity. His EHOME push forward. The down's going to be the target. Immediately managed to pop him. No Shallow Grave and no buyback. Available for Ad Finem now. Vacuum. Managed to catch the Nyx assassin once again. This time around, this deck is going to be number 2. But Melees, they're actually taking everything out. The whole entire top lane is just being cleaved through by Siler. Bonner trying to go onto him, but he can't afford a death here against Old Chicken. He's desperately trying to get this kill. Siler forced out away. Glimmer Cave a little bit more, but Madara gets it in the end. Now he can turn his attention to Old Chicken, and they need this win too. Madara, he's actually forced away. He needs a little bit of help. The frostbitten effect is still on top for a few more seconds. It's away now, though, and Old Chicken, he really can't do much. They're going to buy slowly but surely their time. Allow Madara to heal up, and they'll get that kill. But so much damage is done.
There's still one Rex. There's still hope. There's still hope for Ad Finem. Yeah. One Rex remains for them, and how many buybacks did they use? 2?
They use 2.
2 buybacks.
Darkseer and the Slark.
Yeah.
But a buyback was used by the Nyx assassin as well. If they can actually go down mid, control these lanes a bit, but go down mid and force an Alchemist buyback, they would be on.
They have to force a buyback from EHOME right now. Otherwise, it will be really problematic. They respawn and they're just going to push again, and with the buyback advantage, they're going to be able to overpower Ad Finem. So Ad Finem needs to level the playing field right now, force the buyback from EHOME.
Do you think EHOME holds on to the buyback of the Luna in exchange for
Alchemist Luna.
for mid lane? Do you give up a lane of racks, or potentially 2?
Yeah, you actually think about keeping the Luna buyback since it's just one set of racks right now.
Yeah.
And it's 20 seconds. The Alchemist should be able to hold this long enough for the Luna to be alive.
18 seconds. They know Luna does not want to force that. Does not want to use that buyback.
They need to jump.
Try and force it.
They need to jump this Nyx. They need to kill the Nyx if they want to get the racks.
Yeah.
This Nyx is just so annoying.
He really is. He's burning through everybody's mana. Managed to catch Thug there.
Gosh, look at Madara. He's like close to no mana.
He's got the Lotus Orb if necessary, and actually managed to catch him as he turns around and goes for the Chakram. Skylar flings himself forward. Now he actually gets a Pistol Bladed up. They can actually pop him, but a disruption. It buys him a bit of time, but Bonner's in trouble. He goes down. He's dead for 2 minutes. The offensive play comes through in the clutch for Old Chicken as he takes out Finem members one by one in a bite. There it is. GG.
That's
it's
game
finally
3.
forced.
That's game 3. Oh my god.
Woo! Finem will lose this game number 2, and we are going to a game 3. The
What
series
a
goes
game.
to the bitter end here.
What a game. So